this video, we are going to take a look at the traffic tab, how you can access different kinds of APIs and their traffic details, how to inspect specific transaction and error messages, how to check out GraphQL non-compliance versus REST APIs. To get started, you have to head over to the traffic tab here. Once you open it, on the left hand side, you get a drop down to switch between SOAP, REST and GraphQL APIs. For this demo purpose, I'll take a look at the REST API section. Just below that, you get an official list of all your resources in the catalog. The second section highlights the APIs identified as zombies whose status is deprecated but they're still running and having traffic through them. You can click on this button to sort between the most and the least amount of traffic for this zombie API. Shadow APIs are something that don't have any transaction or open API specification attached. That's the reason why you get all the base paths here. You can use this section to search specific path. On the right hand side, you get the list of transaction ID. If you click on it, you get a detailed view of what is the transaction. On the right hand side, you get a decrypt button. In the last video, we saw how you can encrypt payloads, and you can click on this button to decrypt the payload here. In the next section, we see inactive APIs. An API is flagged inactive if there's no transaction to that API for last 1 month. That means you have to head over to the time range, put last 3 months or a custom time range. In this case, if I click here, you can see that this API is not having any traffic from last 3 months. So in this case, it helps to check the status of such operations and if there are any redundant APIs that are not having any transactions. Let's head back to the official API resources list. If you click on any resource, you get the resource name itself and the open API specification from which it comes, the path and the method here. On the right hand side, you get the total number of requests for that specific API as well as how much of it is compliant. In this case, it is 100% compliant. But in case of other APIs, it may or may not be 100% compliant. Now below that, you get a list of recent transactions. To filter this list, you can click on this one and put your custom range here. You can copy your transaction from here or click on this row to reveal the transaction. Here on the left hand side, you get the headers, query parameters or form parameters of the API transaction. You can click on this decrypt button to see the payload as well. This is the request part. For the response part, you get the payload here as well. So this way you can inspect a specific transaction from the list. When you open a transaction, you also get a button called sync to data dictionary. Here we'll dive deeper into it in the next video when we talk about how to generate API specification from a shadow API. So that's it for this video. We'll see you in the next one.